Now, in the beginning, you have to practice that because first off, that's how we're going to find ourselves in a circumstance where we can say yes to other things. But when you are saying yes to something that's good for you, coincidentally, you're also saying no to things that are bad for you. Unless you're literally double fisting something. And what I mean by that is any decision that moves you in the opposite direction of where you don't want to be is the perfect decision at that moment. That's holistic. It doesn't matter. You can go climb a tree. Cool. At least you're not out there pounding whatever in the basement. You can go for a walk. You can call Tina. She'll give you something to pay attention to. She's Broadway star, dude. Straight up celebrities in the building, dude. She has enough ADHD for everyone. My ADHD is bad, but goodness gracious, Tina, it's so beautiful. Her ADHD is so amazing. Just watching her is just a performance. I don't know how she does it, dude. Like, I've had to tap into my ADHD turned me into, I was addicted to nicotine. I was addicted to, what was that? Caffeine, addicted to sugar, addicted to alcohol, relationships. Oh my goodness. My ADHD is like, it wants to actively save itself. And in doing so, it destroys me in the process. It sucks. It's an addictive personality. But then Tina's like, hey, I was going to make a video and now I can't stop rearranging all the pans in my kitchen. And I forgot what we were making for dinner because I built a fort out of all of the forks I found while like remodeling my kitchen that I just randomly thought of on a whim. I don't know what I'm doing. Someone save me. And it's so amazing. And I'm telling you, if you're to immerse your attention in what Tina's doing, that is a perfect option. Because in doing so, you're also not giving your attention, your energy, your time, or your resources to what's going to make you feel like you're not doing well. You don't have enough. You're not enough. It's going to literally help you fuel your continued success instead of creating space for you to look at where you're not, what you're not doing, what's not working. But that's what the best of us do. We're sitting here and going, I know exactly what I don't want. I don't want this. I don't want to hear this. I don't like when people say that. So I'm going to remove this. I'm not going to go over there and I'm not going to allow this. These are boundaries. Physical, emotional, energetic. Cool. Now that I know what I don't want, I have to make sure that my day is set up around what I do want. What do I want to think when I wake up? That starts with what you were saying to yourself when you fell asleep, dude. When you fell asleep, what were you saying to yourself? Were you allowing all that crap from yesterday to make it seem like you're not moving in the appropriate direction? Or are you paying attention to the things that make it feel like just because you're not moving fast, you must be moving slow or even backwards? Are you paying attention to the information of what you think you're not doing, or are you allowing yourself to exist? Today is the only day that we have, man. It's unfortunately the best day of our lives. It's the only day of our lives. This is the infinite now, the eternal moment. It's constant. It is constant. So we look at these realities and go, how am I going to sleep, man? Am I still ruminating on what I didn't do? Am I paying attention to what I didn't say when I was trying to help someone? Am I still thinking that I'm supposed to be somewhere else? What am I waiting for? Why am I taking my attention? Why am I punishing myself emotionally for thinking that I'm not doing something accurately? Dude, can and capable are not the same. Just because you could have said something doesn't mean you were capable of doing that at that time. Remember, dude, remember this. What's up, Nikki? We have to look at this from this absolute perspective. And not only does it pull the emotional weight away from the circumstances that we're using to beat ourselves up, but it also creates this sense of release and relief knowing that it is exactly this. I'm going to paint this picture. It's the best we can come up with at the time. Listen to what I'm saying, Julie. You could do anything. You could book a plane ticket right now. You can be scrolling on TikTok. You don't have to be here. But the best that you could come up with right now is hanging out. That's amazing, dude. Are you excited about what you're doing? Do you like being here? Perfect, dude. There's literally no other moment. There's literally nothing else. What's up? Yep. There's nothing else happening. That's amazing. That's the best we can come up with at the time. Literally, I was driving all over Michigan, dude. I picked up the kids, dropped the kids off. I went to the gym. I cooked food. I got all this stuff. And the best that I could possibly come up with is I want to go hang out with my people on TikTok. I want to deliver myself. I want to share. I want to interpret. I want to hear myself speak. I want to know that what I'm saying is true and authentic and real and unfuckwittable. Whether it's agreeable or not, it is accurate in the sense of who I am. I am out here doing what I can with what I have. It is always the best that I could possibly come up with. So I look at this and go, am I capable of doing better? Absolutely. But in what sense? Is it necessary? Do I have to? Is it going to stress me out trying to do more? Or is this enough? When I step into the space of knowing that I am enough, so whatever I say, whatever I do, however I think, wherever I'm going is the enough. I don't need to prove. I don't need someone to validate that. I don't need external resources to remind me that I'm always at my best. If you only have 20% energy and you're using 100% of it, you're operating at 100%. I didn't show up as my best self today. I am enough. Now, Austin, you did, because this is what you got. This is just because there's a perspective and a feeling, a concept and an expectation you've placed on yourself. Remember, your expectation is your limitation. Lower the bar, bro. Lower the bar. You do not have to meet these things. You got to keep in mind, all suffering is in the mind. No one's out here going, hey, bro, you didn't. Guess what? That's you. That's you doing it. We do this all day long. It's because we're human. Lower the bar, bro. Remember, this is the best we got today. You're using all of your energy to even listen. You're using all of your reserves to struggle forward. Dude, it doesn't matter what you're giving your attention to, man. Just because you're capable of feeling better doesn't mean you're supposed to at this moment. If you were supposed to feel better, you would. There's nothing wrong. That's the reality. It's sitting here going, today kind of sucks. And that's okay. Today sucks hard, bro. And well, if it was supposed to be another way, it would just be another way. If you were supposed to be doing something else, you would just do it, but you're not. There's nothing wrong with you choosing what's best for you at every single moment. And this full circles back to apologies for other people. Listen to this. What's up, Neuro Sparkly? So good to see you, girl. I saw you on the calendar. I'm so stoked. You're booked. I'm so excited. I'm going to see you tomorrow. Thank you for booking it. I'm so stoked to work with you. I actually have some videos I got to send back to you. I've read all those messages. I'm going to give you my thoughts on that real soon. Now, this actually relates back to Kayla. When we look at what other people have said, other people have done, how we've been impacted by what they did or didn't do. Remember, most of our trauma is what didn't happen to us when we needed it. They didn't show up when you expected them? Yeah, bro, trauma, okay? Trauma is too much information too fast. Yes, it applies to what happened, but trauma is what happened as a result. What happened inside you as a result of what happened to you. So we look at these things and go like, okay, am I using my past? Am I using my perspectives? Remember, dude, when you change your perspectives, you change your life. On Friday, I have a tattoo coming in right here. It's going to say perspective. I'm going to point to it a lot. Change your perspective. Listen to what I'm saying. What they did was the best they could come up with at the time. Rachel, what's up, girl? Thank you so much for the galaxy. Sincerely appreciate you. The best, listen, infinite decisions they could have made. Nothing was stopping them except their own psyche, their own perspectives, their own understanding, their own energies. They could have done anything else or nothing at all. And guess what they chose to do? The best that they could come up with at the time. Did you get hurt because of that? Were you the one that came up with the best you possibly could and someone else you have to apologize to now? It just wasn't that. You got to remember this. If they were capable of doing better, they would have. Just because they could have made a different decision doesn't mean they were capable. So when we pull the emotional pressure away from those we're using to punish ourselves, such as they did this to me, I can't believe they didn't do that for me, I needed them, we have to understand, no, this isn't accepting an apology. No, this isn't letting it go. This is disconnecting from the emotional strain that makes us seem like there's something wrong within us. When we allow this reality, this perspective to sit as that's all they could have come up with, then we go, damn, they were pretty fucked up. They they could have chose anything. And the best they could come up with at the time was to hurt me. Fuck, dude. That's sad. That's sad for them, dude. They didn't even give themselves a couple seconds before they did that, dude. They just did it. Whoa. That's some insane wiring right there. They must have been practicing for quite some time for that to come out so easily. Whoa. They didn't even respond. They chose. Damn. They could have chose anything. And they chose to do that to me. They chose to do it to them. We look at what's happening in society these days and go, that's the best they could come up with? They couldn't have kicked the football? They had to do that thing that is in infinite possibilities. That's what they could land on. That's all they were capable of processing. Holy shit. They're really sick. Holy hell, man. That's horrible. But we also have to apply that to ourselves, man. Cody, how did you create this program? That's a good question. Well, the first thing is, Beyond Sober has been around since 2021. Officially launched May the 4th. It was open in April of May 21st, but we officially launched it for the second time, like May the 4th. So May the 4th be with you, I believe. And the reason it even exists is because I went viral on TikTok. There was all these kids pretending to be alcoholics. There was the don't make a face challenge, right? Which is where people take a shot of tequila or any alcohol and try not to make a face, which is practicing alcoholic behavior. And I had done a stitch to a video. That video got 4.4 million views and thousands and thousands and thousands of people poured into my inbox to the point where I literally had to stop working. I had to stop working on my businesses. I had to stop on my agencies and put a halt on it because people are going, dude, my eyes are turning yellow. It looked just like yours, man. My side hurts, man. What about this pain? How do I stop drinking? My dad just died. My mom just died. My cousin's in the hospital right now, man. I think I'm a problem drinker, dude. I don't want to die. How do I stop? I've been drinking my whole life, dude. 22 years, man. I black out. I can't have just one. What do I do, man? I'm so afraid. People had no idea, at least on TikTok, what liver failure looks like, dude. People just think it's like, oh, it won't happen to me. Well, I thought the same thing, and that was the alcohol talking, and then I was throwing up blood, ended up in 4 hospitals, my heart stopped, ICU, had surgery, dude. Veins in my throat exploded, dude. My stomach turned into a beach ball, bro. Had ports in my chest, ports in my neck, dude. It took me 18 months to recover, dude. I had neuropathy in my thigh. I thought I was the invincible one, which is how I had to, unfortunately, experience death, man. One of the most painful deaths, verified by nurses, you could ever possibly imagine. And once they brought me back to life, I had to suffer for another 7 or 8 days. They couldn't give me medications because if they sedated me too much, I would just die while they were trying to help me. So I had to feel every single thing, and I begged for death, dude. I begged for death. I lost my house, my car, my job, money, friends, everything. I had a felony, dude. When I was in AA, bright yellow, I had an ankle bracelet on because of something that happened to me 6 months prior because of alcohol, dude. Like, holy shit. So because of that reality, people flooded my inbox. How do I stop? What do I do, bro? I don't want to do this. So when we look at this, just based on analytics right now, the analytics right now, 17% of people just on TikTok in the US alone are struggling with alcoholic behavior. Whether they accept it or not, they're drinking the exact same way an alcoholic would. They're drinking the exact same way that I did for 16 years before developing a 2.5-year high-functioning addiction to nearly 2 bottles of liquor every single day, dude. That's 30 shots. Now, when I say it was actually closer to 45, you won't believe me. So we're just gonna round down to 30 shots. I needed to drink it or I would die. As a matter of fact, it was the withdrawals from alcohol that is how I ended up in the hospital. Now, I'm going to say this before anybody else. If there's somebody here on TikTok or any social media platform that is saying, hey, bro, don't quit cold turkey. Don't do that, bro. You're gonna die. You're gonna have seizures, bro. You're gonna have problems. You better call a doctor. You need to. That's fear mongering. Only 50% of people that have a severe addiction or an extreme dependency are going to have symptoms that could be considered life-threatening. If you don't have an addiction or near a dependency, if you haven't been practicing extreme alcoholic behavior to the point where you need it to function, you're just gonna feel some anxiety, some depression, some mood swings. You might have some sweats and have some tremors. You are not going to need life-saving assistance by a team of doctors in multiple hospitals. Do not let these people fear you away from the things you need to quit. Do you understand what I'm saying, dude? I can't even tell you how many people were in my inbox every single day. Hey, why is this guy saying this? This is fear mongering. He's literally creating the fear that I use alcohol for. I'm telling you this, dude. There's so many people that I've worked with personally, either in the program, through TikTok, via email, through Zoom, whatever, that thought that they were gonna die. And the worst that they had from putting the drink down after drinking for 22 years was a headache. Do not let the fear of withdrawals stop you from drinking less. The fear, you cannot solve the problem with the problem, dude. You just can't toss slush. If alcohol is the issue, every single additional sip is exacerbating the potential of you reaching a state of dependency where medical assistance is necessary. If you're afraid of withdrawals, you've already done too much. That is your cue. If you think you have a problem, you do. Happy, healthy people do not wonder if they're drinking too much alcohol. They do not wonder if they have a problem because they don't drink the way alcoholics do. They don't allow the toxicity in their life. People that have a casual, respectable relationship with a literal neurotoxin that shrinks your brain, dude, and kills over 3 million people a year. People that have a healthy relationship with it don't have to worry about withdrawals. They don't question whether or not they're going to have them. They don't need to speak to a coach. But coincidentally, why is a majority of the people that I work with, why do they believe that they're an alcoholic and they don't even have a dependency? They're barely scraping the alcohol, the AUD spectrum, yet they live in fear. The whole reason they kept drinking is because they thought that if they just put the drink down that they were gonna die. That doesn't happen to most people. Not only that, but dude, how many movies? Are you watching Requiem for a Dream, dude? Like, what are you really watching? Because that's theatrical. This is how pliable your brain is it goes, dude, look at the worst case scenario. Gonna happen to you? Hey, it could happen to you. That's a potential. That's not the probability. The probability of you needing life-saving assistance is like less than 8%. So check it out. Analytically speaking, 17%, which is also known as 12 million people on TikTok that just have a US account are drinking alcohol the same way that I was before I developed an addiction. That's another way of saying they have a very high tolerance. Just so you know, a high tolerance is your body's preparation for addiction. If you're gonna drink that much gasoline, you better strap in, bro. If you're gonna deprioritize food and water and sleep, you better recognize that your body is gonna go, oh, we need this, or else. Right, exactly. That's what a dependency is. If you can put the drink down, wait a couple days, congratulations, dude. That's amazing. But if you're still practicing alcoholic behavior after that, that's a choice. So I always say this, dude, what's worse? Pretending to be an alcoholic, still in control and drinking the exact same way an alcoholic would without a dependency, but inching there, or someone who's actually struggling with a dependency and struggling to drink less. At least the person that has a full dependency and addiction is well aware of this, accepts it. They they don't want to drink. They have to. And it's at that point they're going, okay, I need to literally start practicing drinking less. That's what the single shot method is for, dude. Singleshotmethod.com if you're on the podcast. Or go to the website, look at Single Shot. There's videos, there's step-by-step, there's guys, the whole thing. It saved countless lives. People who were literally addicted to having nearly a gallon of liquor were able to progressively consume less alcohol and stop. That's insane to even think about. And crazier is these people were debating rehab. They were debating going into detox. They were debating literally asking for medical assistance, quitting their job, dude, rearranging all these things, putting 30 days away so they can go get this assistance. When all reality, what they needed to do is practice retraining their brain and body, allow that neuroplasticity and the physiological natural responses to occur based on adaptation. It works. It doesn't work for everybody. It depends on how you're doing it, just like any other program. But the point is, if you're going to drink alcohol, drink water, drink less. Now, all of this is going back to, why does Beyond Sober even exist? Dude, I can't help one person at a time. My calendar is already cracking, dude. Like, cracking. That's different. So in order for me to help millions of people, in this case, over 15,000 people, I have to have my knowledge, the steps, the intricacies, the nuances all put together with a state of accountability all in one place. You need a community, dude. You need access to people who have been there and done that and can help you. So I spent months, dude, months putting all of this information together. Now there's guides, now there's books, now there's audio, now there's video, everything. The emails, the text, dude, the access to coaches, literally everything you could possibly imagine, whether you're struggling with alcohol or want to support someone that is all in one place. This is what I do professionally for coaches, man, for consultants. There's so many like recovery coaches that I've worked with that have their own programs and are equally successful helping their community in their own way. This is how it's done. And so since I launched that in 2021, once again, about 15,000 people have hit this website, grabbed the resources, jumped into programs, got the books, got the nutrition, spoke to me personally or one of the other people. Dude, I'm telling you, man, it's impossible to help the amount of people that need help one by one. That's exhausting for one person as it is. Even though I have a team of people that are out there helping, we're still very limited. This is why we get as many people the tools and resources they need as often as possible, dude. That's why on TikTok alone, there's like 4,300 videos that just have the Beyond Sober tag that I've created. You see this, man? Look at it. There's so much content here, bro. It is insane. I'm constantly producing and releasing content, bro. It is next level stuff. But it's so important, dude, that we at least pretend that we care about ourselves. Even just pretending, even sarcastically, dude. If you sarcastically went outside for a walk and you were mad about it, you're still gonna feel good. How much on average did you drink a week when you were doing really bad with alcohol? I'm curious. We could try and do some math on that. Drink a week. I was spending about $1,000 a month on alcohol, aside from the $800 in bar tabs that I was given for free. So another way of saying that was 2 bottles of liquor every night, which is 2 bottles of 1,500 milliliters. So that's, two 750s, which is 1,500 milliliters. So going back to the density, like I gotta tell you this, dude, like if you've never seen this, it's no joke, man. This is me in the hospital. This is 2017, man. This is what liver failure looks like. The reason a lot of people reach out to me is because they look like this, dude. But other people think that they're gonna end up like this, and so they just live in fear. They go like, I don't want that. I don't want that at all. Like, I don't want to do that, so I just keep drinking. Unfortunately, when you do that, you make the symptoms and the situations worse, dude. So we look at eating ice cream, which is one of the only things that I could even stomach when I was in the hospital, dude. I'm telling you, it was insane. No diet whatsoever. It took me months just to eat regularly, man. It's the same size, same dude, right? I even lost 60 pounds, dude. Like, this is no joke. When I talk about alcohol, it's not just like, I kind of like I had an addiction. No, I don't think you get it. Like, this is literally, I let my hair grow as a reflection of my depression. I spent 14 hours in bed almost every single day. The only thing I did was drink alcohol. Every single hour, I was taking at least one, maybe 2 shots, just depending on how I felt. I woke up every few hours and had to drink or else, dude. Talk about ports in your throat, dude. Not cool, bro. Like, it hurts. Like, we talk about ascites, man. I don't even have ribs there. My heart stopped, dude. Like, it's insane stuff. But a lot of people, they just go, oh, well, I drink beer. Look, dude, this is how skinny I was. I was a little dude. Look, I lost 60 pounds in 11 days, dude. It's not fun, man. And I say this to go like, dude, we have to at least pretend that we care, dude. Even if you just pretend like you matter, your life is going to improve to such a degree that you may actually give a shit, dude. And when you do, not just I want less bad, but I want more good, I'm telling you, dude, your body is going to start influencing you to take care of it. I'm telling you this. Like, I say this because there's not enough words to express like how important your body is, dude, what you're capable of. And I don't mean, look, dude, you could get strong. I mean, your body loves you. It's unconditional. You are stuck with this thing, dude. And it unfortunately is stuck with you. If it could have left us, it would have left us years ago. And it's still here. It's still pumping, still making magic happen. We don't even need our body. Our body doesn't need us. We need it. We'll just plug this body into a wall and it'll just keep pumping along. We need this thing, dude. It's a gift. And even through death, it hung on long enough for me to come back, dude. It's crazy, dude. So in regards to being healthy, yes. I mean, as healthy as you could possibly get. In the next, I'll probably say 2 or 3 months, I'll have a full blood panel done. The last time I went to the doctors, they literally said, dude, I don't know why you're here. I said, they said I might have glaucoma or high blood pressure. So do you want to check my pressure? And they're like, okay, it's slightly elevated because you have stage 4 cirrhosis or had that. So you've got damage to your liver. But there's, in this ultrasound here, in this panel, there's no, I mean, we don't know why you're here. And I'm like, my eye doctor said I should get checked out. And I was like, is there anything else that I could do? I meditate, dude. I'm in the gym almost every single day, man. I drink a ridiculous amount of water. I have a whole new relationship with the restroom. My bladder hates me, and I don't know if I like it. I don't know, dude. I get as much sleep as I possibly can. I take supplements and nutrition. I say nice things to myself. I help as many people as I possibly can, dude. My whole purpose in life is literally to live it to the fullest. I cook at home. I make every single meal. I very rarely go out. And they're like, there's nothing else that you could possibly do. You just did what the doctors told you to do 7 years ago and you haven't stopped. That's it. The only new addition to my entire life was 3 years ago when I started meditating every single day. Dude, your brain can heal every single thing in your body. You do not underestimate the power of your brain and body, dude. When you create that conversation and when you activate these centers in your body, I am telling you, dude, you will heal from literally anything, dude. It's crazy. It sounds astronomical. It sounds profound. It sounds hippie. And it is. Unfortunately, it works. And there's science to back all this stuff up. This is why I don't skip on meditation. It's incredibly powerful, dude. The liver has a lot of responsibilities. Faye, yes, it does. A basic kind of overall arcing concept for your liver is it is the filter of your body, dude. If we don't understand what our organs do, dude, we just do things that just jeopardize them. You think your back hurts? No, that's your kidneys, bro. But your liver is the filter of your body. So what you drink, what you think, what you eat goes through your body and it goes through your liver. Your liver's whole purpose is to filter out all the things that aren't supposed to be there, dude. It works directly with your immune system, dude, your digestive tract. Everything is going through your liver, dude. It's being broken down into the smallest, micro elements so it can be effectively processed through the liver, which is why we go, everybody, I can't even, that's why I released the guide. They're like, how do I detox? What do I do? What about green tea, milk thistle, and all the, bro, you're constantly detoxing. What do you think? Why do you think it takes 4 days to get sober? That's your metabolism. That's the enzymes, dude. Your liver is breaking down the final remnants of the poison, of the carcinogen that's destroying your immune system, of the literal neurotoxin that is a drug that you're overdosing on. It's being processed out of your liver, and it's so resilient, dude, that it can handle a ridiculous amount of stress. But it is equally an organ. It can be overstressed. That's what cirrhosis is. Hardening and scarring. Your liver ceases to function. Now listen, if your liver, think of it like this. If this was your liver, okay, and you're hanging on this whole time, and it's doing good. Look at how big this liver is, dude. It can't hang up. The harder it has to work, the weaker it has to get. This is why when we continue doing all these stupid lifts, putting alcohol in our body, we are literally using all of our resources and it's getting weaker. If the organ is getting weaker, it means it's not as strong. If it's not as strong, it can't do what it's designed to do effectively. In this case, my bicep, if I'm trying to hold something that's heavy and it's weak, it's not going to be able to hold it up. If your liver is overworked or getting weaker, it's not going to be able to process all of the toxins out of your body. This means the toxins, the alcohol, the poisons, the things that are not supposed to be there are in your body longer, causing more damage. You think your liver isn't important? Try living without it. It is just as important, if not more important, than a majority of the organs you have, dude. You have to have it. Water. Rest, man. Sleeps. A little bit of nutrition, dude. Like, stay hydrated. That's why the brand Drink Water exists, bro. Like, it's so imperative that you just give a tenth of a fuck about your body, dude. It's going to use that. It's going to utilize that opportunity to improve your quality of life, and you'll never have a reason to drink, dude. You'll never, John, have a reason to punish yourself with the poison. But we have to, once again, dude, we have to know what to do. I could tell you what to do all day long and you may do it wrong. That's why we have programs. That's why we have coaches, people that can look at you and go, hey, Jake, I see you, bro. That's not necessarily the way I want you to use that tool, because that tool may actually trigger an emotional response and we don't want that just yet. This is the tool I want you to use, and this is how you're going to use it, designed specifically for you. Or you need to get your hands on information that's going to help you develop your own path, your own environment for you to flourish in. That's what knowledge is. Knowledge is power. The more you know, the more control you have, the more direction you have, the clearer things are, the easier things are. But we need to start with this. If we're drinking alcohol, dude, give ourselves 4 days for it to process. And at that point, we can start optimizing. And I promise you this, man. I promise you, John Dog, if we optimize your brain, as in give it what it needs, 111 up here, we give it the hydration. We lubricate your brain. We get through the fog. We optimize your body, dude. It has the energy. It has the resources. And we optimize your environment. If we focus on those 3 areas, and John, you still have a problem with alcohol, now we have something to talk about. Now we missed something. Now there's something literally out of alignment. And I say this to go, every single person I've ever worked with that focused on their brain, their body, and their environment and had it optimize even a tenth of what it was, doesn't struggle with cravings, doesn't struggle with emotional triggers, does not have a problem with alcohol. They just don't, because the way they consume alcohol is either less or not at all. And in turn, they got more time, more energy, more resources, more reserve emotions, and more excitement for life, man. They feel better. In doing so, they do better. And when they do better, guess what happens, Austin? They get more of what they want. God damn it, it's that easy. Or is it? The mask, that's the whole thing, dude. Like, the whole reason life feels impossible, dude. Yo, I'm on the agreement train today. I love that, bro. The whole reason life feels impossible is when we suck at doing the basics, man. Drink your goddamn water, bro. Start with that. If you're thinking about alcohol, you're thinking about your ex, you're thinking about what's not working, drink water, man. See what happens. Just let me know. I got people who have, they're like 2 weeks. They're like, oh my God, dude, I made it 2 weeks. I stopped drinking 2 weeks ago. Water is my new best friend. I swapped caffeine. I'm no longer doing energy drinks, but I'm doing green tea and black coffee now. I'm doing so much better. I'm drinking so much water. Bro, you're like alive now. And in no way whatsoever, they're sitting here going, you know what I want? I want to sacrifice everything that's going well with me with a poison that's going to make me loop all over again. Hell no. Drink water, dude. Just try it. See what happens. With that said, I need to get water. My throat's dry. I forgot to grab it before connecting with you. You guys are amazing. Austin, I'm so stoked, dude, that you're feeling better today, man. I'm stoked that I was able to say a few things. I was able to catch your live yesterday, bro. I felt the energy. I felt where you were at, man. And I want you to know, I want you to do better than me, bro. I want you to take this to a whole nother level. I want you to serve and support more people than I could possibly reach, dude. I know what it's like to know that you have more to offer, but physically feeling incapable of doing so. I know what it feels like to have so much direction, yet feel like everything you're doing isn't moving you as close to that goal as fast as you want, bro. I'm telling you, your consistency, your authenticity is going to be the driving force that takes everybody around you to the next level, dude. Know this, man. Know this. When you step into this space of truth and actuality, one of the greatest phrases, and this is for everybody, is I know that somebody's life somewhere is benefiting because I choose to exist. I know that somebody's life somewhere is benefiting because I choose to exist. I know that something I did yesterday or the day before or last month is having a positive effect on people today. It could have been the door that I held open for somebody, or it could have been that affirmation that I chose to start repeating today. But I know that this planet is better because I'm here. And another thing, this is for all of us. I use this every single day, especially if you're a creator, if you're a communicator. I want you to really embody this. The one thing this world is missing is me. This world is not the same without me. The one thing this platform needs, the one thing those people need, the one thing this universe needs is me. Not from an egotistical standpoint, but it is a fact, bro. This world is different without you. When you embrace that and allow that to be the space in which you speak from, you don't have to convince anybody of anything because you are everything that you're sharing. We want to share ourselves as often as possible in our truest form, even and more importantly, if that helps people disconnect from our reality. If me being me means you have to be rude or angry or perturbed or bitter or wish or want or this or that, good. We're not for each other. I'm so glad that me being exactly who I am was the key defining force that helped you realize that I'm not for you. I love that because every other person is for us, including Pauly Shore. It's just speak from here. This is from all of us. For all of us. The more honest that we are. Caillou for once. What's up, Phoenix Eyes? The more honest we are with ourselves, the more humility we're going to have, and the more control and safety we're going to have when we're reaching the next level. Every single person has at one point or another had to rely on someone else temporarily. The point of seeking support is so you no longer need it. Or the point of growing through the pains is so you no longer have to experience it again and you could help others. This is why programs and coaches exist. They are for the betterment of all of us, for all of us. So don't be afraid to reach out and ask a question, dude. The best of us hire people, reach towards people, send emails and text messages, dude. We straight up create content in the hopes that someone doing better than us can help us out. We are a community. We're here not to take from each other, but to share with each other. There's something I know that you don't, and there's something that you know that I don't. Together, we can grow. That's why we all win when we all win. So if you're struggling, if you're confused, man, if you're afraid, just know that there are judgment-free people out here that understand you, that see you, and are excited to meet you, dude. We do not want you to live in the same fear that led us down the road that we're trying to prevent you from going down. The sooner you reach out and get the tools or the resources you need, the sooner you're going to feel in alignment with your purpose, with your path. And in doing so, you're once again going to feel like you have everything, that you've done everything, and that you are everything you need. That's my purpose, dude. And when we shift that perspective, dude, your whole life changes for the better. And that's what I'm here to help everybody do. So with that said, my cheeks hurt, my throat hurts. I love you. Don't be afraid to hit the page, the link on my page, dude. Check out Beyond Sober. Maybe there's something in there for you. Grab the resource guide. In the resource bar, there's a nutrition guide called Sober and Strong. It's everything you want to be eating, everything you want to be drinking. It's a schedule. It's a daily routine. It is a very basic way to kickstart your recovery journey. Because once again, sober means you're in between drinks. Sober means you're not under the influence of alcohol, and that only takes 4 days. What you do after that determines if you're going to have another one or who you're going to be the next time you decide to consume. We want to grow, we want to recover, and we want to do it together. With that said, like my mother always says, dude, take care of you, Karen. Take care of you. You take care of you for me, huh? Or you, and I'm going to take care of me for you and me, right? Right? That makes sense.